Doug went in the kitchen, stole a hunk of meat. Cook gave him a licking, strung him by his feet. Cooked and bled him empty, stripped his skin off clean. Laughed and said, "How tasty, best sausage I have seen." Cook's a stupid killer, shouldn't have ate the pup. Now we'll light a fire, gonna roast him up. 1, 2, 3, the one to fetch the kindlings, thee!
What are you doing out here alone?
We's not alone. We's with Gran.
애들이
But
할
where did you
만한
all come
게
from?
아닌데.
We's orphans.
All of you?
There's a war, so there's orphans.
어허.
Didn't know that. We can't go in the bog. Gran don't let us.
A young woman got lost in the swamp. She has ashen hair and a scar on her face. You kids see anyone like that?
Ain't no lassies here. What am I? You're no lassie. Lassie's got tits.
아이 놈씨.
Do. Heard an old man say once when the army was here. He says, "I them lasses in the woods. They's dazzling the soldiers with their tits, and it's torturing the poor lads."
What's this talk? What kind of jabbering is this, eh? No one allowed here. Just kids. My kids. They're allowed. But who are you, wearing swords like a bandit?
Asked a simple question. You seen the woman
아
or
이거
haven't
선택을
you?
하는 걸까요?
There's nought to fear, Gran. He's only angry 'cause he cares.
그래 네가 똑똑하다.
Maybe Johnny knows something. I'll take him to Johnny before he goes barmy on us.
Johnny's your invention, and you shouldn't be using those ugly words. To the hut. Go on now. You'll stand in the corner, I'll make sure you do. And you, stop scaring the little ones. Now go. Be gone.
Have any of you ever seen Johnny?
Of course. Looks just like him.
Then why do you say he's made up?
Gran says so. And Gran knows lots.
The boy who plays with Johnny, he must be brave.
Not brave, just stupid.
The girl I mentioned is in danger. You gotta help me get your gran away from the hut so I can talk to Johnny's friend.
I want something sweet. And me too. Oh, fruits. Give us a treat and we'll help you.
Here's some treats.
아싸. 술새끼 아니 된다.
Yum.
어허.
Never eaten nothing like this before in my life.
이제 도와줄 거지? 어.
Gran! Gran!
좋네요.
Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse. Gran! Come! Don't know nothing.
I won't hurt you.
Where's Gran?
She's busy. I just want to talk to Johnny. He could know more than you.
Not gonna hurt him, right? 'Cause he's real.
아,
He's
알지
not
알지.
made up.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Johnny used to be by, 'cause Gran liked listening to his songs. When we was picking mushrooms, Johnny said he saw a girl with ashen hair in the swamp.
Where can I find Johnny?
어? 오랜만이야 조니?
Don't be afraid.
조니 피부색이
You're a bucka? A lutin? Ah, a godling. Not many of you left. I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her? Tell me everything from the start. Where did you see her? What was she doing? It's important to me. Lost your voice? Can I help you somehow?
배경 노을.
Something's on the ledge? Something that'll get you your voice
날고
back?
있어요. 야 석궁 어디 갔냐? 아우 내려와. 아이. 아 좀. 아 에임이 안 좋아. 에임이 안 좋았어. 게 먹고 물려? 누구 그 다음에 이거! 됐지? 존이 갑자기 말 엄청 험하게 한다?
Whiskey! Slither! Ringworm! Rubbish! Bumblebee! Flabbergasted! Ha! The sound of it! Peter Piper picked Prince Proximo a pack of pickle peppers by the pontar.
Done celebrating?
My favourite words! Life without savouring the sound of surreptitious shenanigans is like licking snails through a cloth. Thank you for this, noble whoever you are. Long be your life.
야,
Hang on a minute. I helped you, now you help me.
Would you turn this beautiful act of altruism into a banal bartering
말
of
너무 잘하네.
favours?
I'm looking for a young, ashen-haired woman. See anyone like that?
Did I ever? Remember it as if it were yesterday. Soon as I woke, I went to empty my bowels. My
중요한
favourite
일이지.
part of the day. Defecating to the sunrise. Downright glorious.
그렇지.
Suddenly, heard a bang, so loud it couldn't have been me. And that lass appeared, out of nowhere. Young, ashen-haired, just like you said. Wounded and panting to boot.
She ran off toward the orphanage. Kids could know something, or the old woman who takes care of them.
Oh, that old hag don't speak to strangers, and you're a stranger.
Will she talk to you?
I have spoken to her, got my ways. So be it. You helped me and I'm no bore. Come with me. Little Johnny softly gazed, fire waning pale. Pop! A spark jumped out and whispered, listen, I'm a tale.
You got your voice back.
I did, though I seem to have lost an octave somewhere in the process. I shall look for it when I get home. Forgive me, Gran, but this fellow absolutely must talk to the ladies.
No, she's not allowed.
Please, it's important.
The fellow will be quiet. Gran, please hear me out. I found little Yagna when she got lost, did I not? Did I break Ginny's fever too? I did. I ask anything in return? No. Didn't even fuss about my stolen voice. Well, now I want something. Gran, help this fellow. Because otherwise he'll pester me day and night, even during potty time. His lass is missing. Perhaps the ladies can help find her, eh?
Well, since you put it that way, Johnny, I'll help him. Come with me.
말 잘한다.
Who are the women in the tapestry?
Those are the ladies.
비주얼 깡패. 새 여인.
Ladies lovely, with power over all. Beseech I thee, answer my call. Before you a worm crawls, wretched and small.
야, 너무 아름답다.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
I'm looking for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Oh, he's impatient. Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
괜히 얘기하지 말자.
It's clear you met her. Tell me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Tell me, have you got
와,
bollocks?
절세미.
Do you fear woodland beasts?
Oh, hard times are upon this white-haired one. Brother has turned against brother. The land is soaked in blood. Evil reigns stronger than ever before.
A dark power has surfaced near Downwarren. It feeds on hatred and disdain. Destroy the beast, and we will be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
The alderman of Down Warren will tell you all. Remember to collect payment from him after you complete your task.
Recognize this dagger?
Aye, Master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
Don't belong to anyone. Down to business. I want to get this done quickly.
Ah,
Just the
so that's
business.
how it's to be.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient power. An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return.
Why have you come?
불안한데?
Why spill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish? Murderers I await, and my forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murderous sisters killed my body. Now my soul they hunt.
살이 가득한
I will
자매들.
defy them. They are felons' curse. They hear all through severed ears. They weave hair and twist lives. They take their strength from the broth of human
애들 먹는
flesh.
거지.
The children, I know all. I know what to
그러니까
witness.
어떻게 풀어주냐?
Free me, please. I must help. The children have been taken. Free me, please. I can be a gale, a gallop unchained. I shall save them. Only I can.
Deal.
좋아. 도와주면 살려주는 거지?
Imprisoned for years. I shall be free again. Break my fetters. Blood is my escape. A rare, wild and free. In meadows past cold. Dark as the bottomless
진짜 구해주기
well.
싫은데?
Black as the depths of night.
그거 어디 있냐?
Such a beast. No other.
Ready. I offer raven feathers.
깃털
Once
넣고
I was free, I shall be free once more.
I offer your remains.
Once I was flesh, I shall be flesh
이거
once more.
덤벼드는 거 아니지 나한테? 준비가 안 됐네. 말한테 이걸 뭐 있겠네. 어이구. 빨리 눈이 시뻘개졌어.
Free the children.
I shall. A word once given must be honored.
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. Where's something lurking there?
그냥 몰라라.
Believe me, you don't want to know.
그래.
What have you done?
모르는 게 약일 때도 있어.
Went up the hill, took care of the problem. The details are my concern. The crones, or the ladies of the wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
어우 비주. 귀때기 허리에 매단 거 봐요. 목이랑.
Sheathe your weapon, young man.
He's even lovelier in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
야.
You can bring it, not Owgli. We are forgiving creatures, but you allowed the children to escape.
They never wanted to flee. They liked it here. They played.
Your punishment must be harsh. Now silence! We must speak to the white-haired one.
I know that mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
A fruit ripened in her womb. A fruit sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
We helped her. She agreed to serve. She bears the mark. She is ours. Come. It is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
진짜 강렬하다.
Our deal.
시비 걸지
I
맙시다.
did my part. Now you do
셀 것
yours.
같으니까.
A word once given, we never break.
The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand, the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could.
그 팔 좀 손 좀 집어 넣으세요.
Like she was our own daughter.
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl.
Mischievous. Stubborn. And selfish.
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word. So tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy. We knew someone supposed to arrive. We read beast entrails.
창자점이다, 창자점.
Omens.
We would glimpse her likeness. A mirage in a blood.
She came from the lower swamp. We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood. The soul seed that will burst into flame.
어휴.
She fell into our hands.
Elder blood!
The blood of the traitress. Does she sleep?
Like a lamb.
Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set. The cauldron bubbles.
We cannot. You know she is meant for him.
Emlyrith will get her. He will. But not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
I'll take her feet. Lovely. And plump. Perfect for a broth.
I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it.
Oh, you'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
제발 나가자 그냥. 탈출인가 보니까 내가 그냥 도망가면 된 것 같아. 도망가. 비행기 익삭지랑 타려고 했던 게 문제야. 봐봐, 와이전스 쫓아오잖아. 이거 봐봐. 이렇게 하면 되잖아. 얘 왔어. 목마. 뭘 너무 도망만 쳐요. 도망치는 거구만. 벗어나는 거구만. 시린 어차피 레벨업도 안 되잖아. 들어갔단 말이야. 됐어요. 어쨌든 진행시키면 된 거야.
You tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood, the taste brought back memories of our youth.
Elder blood. Extraordinary girl. But you know that. Such a shame she fled.
She escaped you, but I'll find her. We'll come back here together and kill you.
You'll return, you shall. Our fates are bound.
And one will die. But it shan't be one of us.
엄청 쓸 것
Now
같아.
you shall chase shadows and wander midst fog.
Each time you see her, she will be a mirage.
And if you find her, the girl will die.
아, 다리.
Handsome knight.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive and well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait,
We've nothing more to talk about.
your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Wojtek said some monster carried off your mother.
That is what happened. It was enormous, twice the size of a bear, but much quicker and more agile. It grabbed Mum before we could react. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
Your mother's in Crookback Bog. Seems quite happy, actually. Though I think she's not quite right in the head.
What? She lives! I must go there at once and get her out!
Wouldn't recommend venturing into the sea.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in
Graden?
the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in
아,
your
이
task.
인물에 대해서 기억이 잘 안
I
나는데.
appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
중요했나? 기침을 하네.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you.
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
알바야? 아 솔직히 남일에 CD 찾아야 되는데 이게 케어를 해드려야 되나? 어? 정신 건강까지 제가 마음까지 제가 치유해드려야 돼요. 이거 어떻게 해야 돼?
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
그래도 그냥
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. The warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next. One conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
묻지 말자.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means.
그래서 학대를 시작했다.
They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her a life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned
무관심이 이렇게나 무섭습니다.
broken at times with my bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness.
관심 얻으려고.
Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. And as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
아, 근데 남의 가정사잖아요. 둘 다 잘못했네. 둘 다 잘못했어. 먼저 바람 났고, 아니 참 이 시대엔 이혼이 없었나? 이혼? 걔한테 왜 먹여가지고 이거 어떡하냐 이거. 내가 관심 없다고 하지 차라리.
Don't know why you're telling me all this. Your relationship with your wife.
내 알 바
your
아니고
concern, not
시리
mine.
얘기해달라고요.
A witcher. Should have expected.
뭐야.
Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
레벨업.
She made a pact with the crones and, well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. The guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a
그래요,
dangerous
위험해.
place
오지
inherently.
마세요.
And I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my arse waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a
그러니까
witcher.
저는 위쳐요.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones.
어떻게도 갈 거면서
Gather my men.
왜 물어봐?
Go there and retrieve Anna.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now what did I last?
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
바실리스크였구나.
Right. Gargantuan. One solid brute.
싫어. 막기도 잘 막아가지고 막아 딱딱해지는 게 저게 탁 소리 나는 게 저놈이 막은 거라고 저거. 우씨. 발로 지나가면서 머리통에 저거 하고 가는 거다. 어우 진짜. 피했는데. 막는다니까 이게. 열받게. 안돼. 출혈. 피가 반 이상 깎긴 했는데 나도 죽어. 아야. 피해. 욕하는 거 나간다. 설마. 이 끝이 아니라고? 장난님 오래 잘 살아계시네요. 이게 저런 상대는 이렇게 탈 수 있는 거면
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then who knows where.
아, 노비그라드.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid.
Witcher, why are you here?
Tell you later.
사티랑 썩은 막이랑 무갈막이랑 그걸 잘해야 돼. 뭐지? 파. 아이. 사람들 많으니까 너무 헷갈려. 난 생고기 먹으면서 생고생하는데.
Don't.
골이 너무 깊어. 글렀어.
Over here!
뭐야? 이미 변했어?
Mother? Is that her?
원래 이랬나?
No. Impossible. We must do something. Witcher!
아이고, 아이고. 손바닥, 손바닥.
Something's coming.
또
Get ready.
든 거 봤어. 이게 안 든 거네, 마귀. 잠깐만, 이거 무슨 기름이? 뭐가 됐든. 뭐가 됐든. 저주받은 놈. 저주받게 생겼잖아. 아, 나 그거 된다. 아, 잠깐만, 잡았다. 바르고. 피해주고. 강. 저주받은 거 맞는 거 같은데?
What was that? Looked a fiend to me.
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close. Sent the beast for Anna.
Those damned witches! When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied? Just look at her. Witcher, you know of these things. You must. What's wrong with her?
Last I was here, she was nothing like this. Crones must have cursed her.
Can you lift this curse?
Not till I know what it is.
She can't have lived here alone. Perhaps there's someone else. Someone who saw something.
조니.
Maybe Johnny.
그치.
Who?
A boy, a hermit. Lives in the swamp. Came around here from time to time. He might have seen something.
We must find him.
Doesn't like strangers. You wait here. I'm better off going alone.
조니? 조니 자니?
Not here. Something's not right.
없네.
Gotta look around. Might be hiding nearby.
똥 싸러 갔나? 성스러운 의식. 성스러운 의식을 하기 위해서 똥을 싸러 갔나? 아니네. 도망친 거네.
Johnny, wake up.
What? Who? Oh, Witcher! You frightened me. Thought it were those vile hags.
그 할매들 앞에서 얘기하면 너 죽는다.
The crone sent them to punish me.
So you saw what happened to Gran.
By happenstance, Gran mixed some poppy seed and ash. Went by to help her sort it out. Mother Nature gave me small hands, see? So I can do it easy like. Working away we was, separating seeds from dust. Out of nowhere, Gran cried out. The mark on her hand started glowing. She yelled at me to hide. I crawled into a chest. Barely had time to blink before the crones tossed it in. The weavess snipped a lock of Gran's hair, called it punishment for letting the children escape. Then the hags opened the door in the floor. Went down, down, down. Shame it weren't all the way to hell.
Stay in the chest until the crones left?
Wanted to. Sit tight and quiet, said to myself. Not peep out your beak till they go. But then Gran fell to the floor, started screaming and tearing her hair out. Didn't know what to do. So I leapt out of the chest. Thought herbs might help her. The ones she cured the children's aches with. But Gran was no longer herself. She was a beast.
So, you give her the herbs?
Couldn't manage it. The crones came back. I dropped to my knees and begged him to spare Gran. Bruce piped up first. Naughty boy. Oh, naughty. Shouldn't say no when the sisters want to hear yes. Then the Wispess says, run, boy, run before your legs rot off. They all laughed, and I legged it.
There's something in that cellar. The key to finding out what happened to Gran, I think.
Will you help her?
Provided it's not too late. Thanks, Johnny. And good luck to you.
Likewise. And if you happen on any water hags, give them a nice fat walloping on me behalf. Farewell, Witcher.
어머니 비주얼이 아주 그냥 화려하시네.
Did you learn anything?
Just as I thought. The crones probably cursed your mother. Took a lock of her hair, then disappeared down the stairs. Cellar under the house. Cellar door is hidden.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Come.
이 녀석들하고 같이 가도 되나?
Let me go in first. Give you a shout if I find anything interesting.
So be it. Let's begin.
무슨 포토샵이 없으니까 그림으로 사기를 치네 이거. 어?
By the eternal fire. I've never seen so many before.
잠깐만 이거 맞춰야 됐던 것 같은데.
What is all this?
The trappings of a black magic ritual. Witches weave human hair through dolls they first curse. They gain a grasp on individual souls this way.
Think one of the dolls represents Anna? Can we free her if we find it?
It's the only way I know of. But there are risks involved. The items woven into the dolls, see them? They symbolize the individuals the dolls are meant to represent. We must find the doll that is Anna and take it from here.
This risk you mentioned. Take it we only get one shot at choosing the right doll.
I'll not chance it. I did not know Anna. You've learned much of her. Should find it easier to choose.
발 뒤로 빼는 거 봐.
All right. Let's take a look at these dolls.
부채감을 나한테만 지우려고 하네 이거. 야. 여기겠지. 제일 반짝반짝하잖아.
This is interesting.
A doll with a flower. What's so interesting in that?
Not just any flower. A violet hollyhock. Baron once told me it was Anna's favorite flower.
You believe this to be the doll?
아, 이거 가자.
I'm sure it is. Taking it.
한눈에 확 들어오잖아. 이유가 있겠지.
Quick, outside!
아니야? 왜?
Mum, you're back.
들어왔다.
All will be well. You're going to be fine.
Tammy, I'm dying.
She's not well. Raving. Doesn't rightly know what's happening. You're weak yet. You must rest.
No. Listen to me. The crones. I was to be their beast to the end, forever. You broke their spell. But now I must go.
What's she talking about, Witcher?
The crones deceived us. Their curse is a death sentence. No way to lift it, at least not in a way that would let Anna live. We broke their spell temporarily, partly. Now it's gotta run its course.
What? What does that mean?
She's dying.
It's good to see you together.
I'm sorry, Annie. For everything. I'm sorry.
이게 맞나?
Mother.
Tammy, do you remember that day on the inner?
Of course. Those plums are so sweet. In your dress so blue. You wove me a wreath of flowers. We laughed the day away.
Please, remember me like that.
어,
No!
Leave me be. Your pay will await you at
아,
Crow
잠깐만.
Perch.
남장님?
Collected there.
아, 내버려두면 안 좋을 것 같은데. 못 본 이유가 있구나. 하, 글렀다.
If I'm to choose between a greater and lesser evil, I'd rather not choose at all. Usually, though, the stakes are just too damn high. Sometimes in choosing a greater evil, you do good, albeit in a small way. When I chose to save the orphans of the swamp, I couldn't know Anna would die, and I never thought the Baron would leave his wife where she lay, find a rope and hang himself. Most times, you make your choice and never look back.